Somnambulist, July 21st. I had a dream last night that I punched you in the face. You did punch me in the face, see? She pointed at a blackened eye. I didn't punch you in the face last night. I couldn't have. I had a dream that someone was trying to kill me. Another one. That person was a killer and challenged me to a showdown. Feeling that he had underestimated me and was entering into the engagement assured that he would survive. I took him down like some chaplain fighting a juggernaut. I was going to cut him into pieces when I thought I'd teach him a lesson and only cut off his head and leave the rest of him for next time. That wasn't a dream. That really did happen. Nonsense, it couldn't have. I was here all night last night writing at the computer. I even fell asleep at the terminal but continued writing. I wonder what it is that I wrote. The funny thing is that I do my best writing that way. In fact, I've written all these volumes of this and that. I don't know what to do with all of it. Most of it is unpublishable. Perhaps all of it is unpublishable. Maybe nothing at all is salvageable. And really, what's the point of writing for yourself? I have conversations with myself about it. They go something like this. I seem to write a great deal, and there are always recurring themes. Metamorphosis, betrayal, enmity, and animosity, curious love drives, etc. There is self-reference with recurring images as well. The mysterious woman, the glass of orange juice, the hidden enemy, the fax machine or the emailer, the computer, the road, the person, food, air, the hidden assassin revealed with the victim's dying breaths. So how has your writing been received? Oh, nobody has ever read any of my writing. If nobody has ever read any of it, I have to take your word that it even exists in this reality or not. Prove it. And so it goes on. Are you following me? Yes. Have you read what it is that you wrote last night? No, I never reread my own writing. It always remains as it is. What else would I do with my writing? It's mysterious, it's strange, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It has no purpose in this world, although I am assured of its greatness. Someone might read it after my death, and why else not? I might find out that my mind has not evolved if I read what I had written, or something about my fatuous logic, and other syllogism. Why don't you read it out to me? I had to admit that she had a point. This woman who I met the night before and slept with, she was turning my whole world around. Who was she exactly? I had made the same mistake I always make, which is that I talk too much about myself and not about her. Why do I always act so absurd? Before I read it out loud to her, I debated with myself whether or not I should read the story or not. I decided not to reread that story first, since I had a feeling that I could still surprise myself with it, and that it could lead to some incredible conclusion. But I did go back and reread some of my other older stories, the dream stories that I had written as I dozed off in front of my soul machine. The computer terminal that was slowly but surely sucking the life from me, making my posthumous fame a foregone conclusion. My writing was fantastic. What of it I read was, at least. In some ways, the earlier stories were the most interesting. They predicted my dreams, or they predicted my future in obscure ways. How I was diagnosed with cancer, how my wife left me, how animals attacked me, how technology failed me, how my writing would become more chaotic. It accurately predicted the metaphors that I would use, and as the text changed and swirled under my eyes, I was amazed, entranced, disgusted. I was writing like a pulp comic auteur. Evening came and we both undressed, my paunch still providing laughs for her. We sat on the couch, joined as one, enjoying a slow ecstasy. I almost knew what was about to happen for some reason, nearly crippled by an overwhelming sense of déjà vu. I read my sleeping story out to her. It was merely 2 pages, but what a 2-pager. In the story, I was sleeping in front of the terminal. A woman slowly materialized, a cyborg born of computer life, an avenging angel from the computer hell of the writer. She became my lover. The woman in the story was naked, and she took on the appearance of this naked woman sitting in my lap. In the story, I punched the woman in the face and gave her a black eye. She crooked her thumb and slit open her stomach with a sharp thumbnail, took out a knife, and chopped me into small pieces. Kicking me aside, she sat down at the computer and began deleting my files, for this was her mission after all. And that was then the end of the story. At that very moment, my woman took a knife from her slit-open stomach and did the same to me. I sat at my computer and started deleting my files. I realized with my dying breath that my writing had anticipated the truth and merged with it.